It is a monster matchup, Jude Bellingham.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Anthony Elanga is a very talented lad, Peter. And what I like to hear is that he pushes himself hard. He's hard on himself, that he won't settle for something average or decent. He wants to be the best he possibly can. So he pushes himself to the limits. And while his attacking game is growing and getting stronger, he still has some work to do, perhaps on the defensive side of things.
Okay, interesting. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Xavi Simons picks it up out wide. Gakpo. De Jong. And here's Xavi Simons. Marlon. De Jong. Gakpo. Hit into the middle. Up he goes! Well, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bergvall. Lindelof. And it's Kulusevski. That has been cut short. Van Dijk. Out to the left it goes. Bergvall. That is a brilliant interception. Marlon. Timber. Xavi Simons. Cuts out the pass. He is onto it in a flash. And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk. Stefan de Vrij. Timber. Stefan de Vrij. Reinders. De Jong. And it's Memphis Depay. Kulusevski. Aim forwards. Xavi Simons. Gakpo. Reinders. And here's Depay. And there's the shot! That was venomous. Bergvall. And it's played forward. Over to the left. Elanga. And here's Isak. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kulusevski plays it short. Timber gets it away. And here's Isak. And it's Bergvall. Now it's Isak. Elanga. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Bergvall. No way through, so back it comes. Marlon absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Xavi Simons. Reinders, played out towards the right wing. Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay. And the finish! Goal, the Netherlands! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Sweden are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Sweden, well, you can see what they're trying to do here, Peter. You know, get the ball into wider areas.
Yeah, there is a very visible, a very definite pattern. And the shot! And he's following up! What terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kulusevski with the short one. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Defending of the desperate variety. Back in once more. The Fry attempts a clearance. And he shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Reinders, played over towards the opposite flank. And it's De Jong. Muscular approach does pay off here. Kulusevski. Oh, it's come loose. Timber clears it away. Bergvall shifted upfield. The Netherlands have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, this opening spell...
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. That's not going to find its target. Goes for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Reinders. The Netherlands leading here after what's been an eventful start to the game. Malan's cross. And that has been cleared. Chooses to go back. And here's Xavi Simons. And it's De Jong. Oh, that's a nice ball. That's a goal kick. Bergvall. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's found a way through. Oh, Red, nice interception. De Jong. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Calmly anticipates, and back to the keeper they go. Oh, there's a probing ball, and Dijk gets across to intercept that. De Jong. Van Dijk. And Dijk gently done. Bergvall. Lindelof. Bergvall. Moved on forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Reinders. Van Dijk. Aim forwards. De Jong. Oh, they could break here. Isaac! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Stefan de Vrij. De Jong. Van Dijk. And it's played forward. Looks to the other side. Elanga. And here's Isak. Isak!
Isaac really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
De Vrij gently done. Reinders chasing after it. Simons. And it's Timber. Malan. Played in. Keeper's dealt with that. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. The Netherlands have got it back and they'll have another go. Caresses it through. That has been knocked clear. Reinders. Malan. Reinders looking to add to his goal. Memphis Depay. Oh, good spread. The Netherlands claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Xavi Simons. Simons. De Jong. And that's aimed into the middle. Decent chance! And the ball's come loose here. And it's Simons. And here's Depay. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kulusevski shifted upfield. De Jong with a definite fell there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Isak. Memphis Depay has created one goal already. Timber forwards and with intent. Reinders. Marlen. And it's Timber. Simons. And he's got his range robbed there. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Isak. Isak played out to the left flank. Bergvall. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Clipped into space. De Jong. De Jong. De Jong shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk. Reinders. Van Dijk. De Jong. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Marlen. And it's Timber. And here's Xavi Simons. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Bergvall. And it's played forward. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bergvall. Moved on forwards. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's cut it out. Timber. Stefan de Vrij. De Vrij gently done. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That's really well manoeuvred. Xavi Simons. Timber. Stefan de Vrij. Reinders. De Vrij gently done. De Jong. Reinders, shifted upfield. Thinks one through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Spread out to the left. Timber gets rid without sophistication. Bergvall. Elanga. Played out to the right. Swings it across. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Moved on forwards. Xavi Simons. Reinders. Aim forwards. And it's Hato. Ball comes in. And that's been repelled. Kulusevski wins the duel this time. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He is through here. Good work on the right flank here. That's good defending, very good defending. And Dyke gets good distance on it. Reinders. Gakpo. Reinders. It's out for a goal kick. Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Memphis Depay is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he goes cross-field. And it's Bergvall. Bergvall unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. De Jong out to the right. Memphis Depay. Marlon. Kulusevski. And they can counter here. That's tidy. And it's Kulusevski. Gakpo was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, it's come loose. Can he stop it going out? Simons. Reinders. Reinders. Xavi Simons. Oh, good spread. Timber. And here's Reinders. Played out to the right. Marlon. Oh, such a clever touch. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Isaac. Gakpo. And it's De Jong. It's Memphis Depay! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Reinders. Chance here to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Bergvall. Bergvall's cross. The Fry can get it clear. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now that's well seen too. Lindelof. And it's played forward. Elanga. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Isak. Can he finish? Goal! A goal at a really telling moment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Van Dijk forwards and with intent. And it's Hato. Simons. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bergvall. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, can he finish? And another try! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Verbruggen, long ball by the goalkeeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Gakpo. Hato looking to hit the byline here. Deftly away. Has a look and plays it forward. De Jong. Xavi Simons. Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay played out to the left flank, and he's managed to get free. Serves up across. Cleared without complication. And that's been won straight back. Marlen. Timber. De Jong. Simons. And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The Netherlands are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Sweden get the ball rolling in the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Elanga. Bergvall. Isak. Elanga. And the ball is out of play. Timber. Reinders. De Jong. Van Dijk. Gakpo looks to get on the end of this. That's a throw. Played towards the other side. Elanga. And he's on a charge. Tries to get it clear. Lindelof. Elanga. He's making a real surge on the left. That's good play. Looking for a decent ball in. Now this could be a chance. Isak! Decent enough try. Aimed in towards the centre, shapes to shoot! Reinders. Timber. Stefan de Vrij. Van Dijk. Over to the left. Gakpo is onto it in a flash. Memphis Depay. Marlon. Reinders. He has a... It's Memphis Depay! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. And it's Hato. Now it's Simons. Hato does really well to win the ball there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. Isak. Isak played out towards the right wing. And he's dealt with that well. Gakpo shifted upfield. Bergvall. And here's Isak.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Timber. He has found the way through. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kulusevski. Aim forwards. Elanga. Oh, nice touch. Bergvall. And here's Isak. Real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Isak clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's neat. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, it's played into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looks to the other side. Elanga. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. That's going to go a long way. Out to the left it goes. Bergvall. He could be in here. Goes for a shot! Goal, Sweden! And the comeback is complete. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Sweden get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Isak. Elanga. And it's Bergvall. It's a promising position. Bergvall. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. The Netherlands are down to 10 men. Kulusevski. That's really well manoeuvred. Gakpo. Gakpo. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
That's a cute ball. And they've got rid. Simons. Played out to the right. Played in deep. In once more. That has been knocked clear. De Vrij cuts out the pass. Out to the right. Reinders. Marlen. Danger averted for now. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Timber played into the box. A mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Gakpo really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Bergvall. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Reinders. And he goes cross-field. Elanga. Bergvall. Played into the middle. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's the chance to counter. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Simons. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Plenty waiting in the middle.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Takes a shot! He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Sweden go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Gakpo. And it's Hato. Hato done delicately. Can he latch on to this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Sweden might just have gone into conservation mode here. Their focus now is clearly to just hold on.
Sweden, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. He's got away. Isak. Elanga. Great challenge, time to perfection. Memphis Depay. Xavi Simons. Reinders. Marlon, now he's off and running. Great ball if he can get there. Simons. Isak. And it's Timber. Lovely feet. Xavi Simons.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Lindelof. Bergvall. Moved on forwards. The most accurate pass. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's there to get it away. Play for a throw. Bergvall. Out towards the flank. And here's Kulusevski. Gakpo. And now the breakaway. Tries a deft little ball. And that could set him on his way. He's beaten the last man. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Aim forwards. Isak. Isak played out to the left flank. Timber. Stefan de Vrij. Van Dijk gently done. Reinders. Stefan de Vrij. Reinders. And it's played forward. And here's Marlon. That's been slipped through. Elanga. Memphis Depay. There's the shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Lindelof. Moved on forwards. Aim forwards. That pass has been well intercepted. And back to the goalkeeper. Stefan de Vrij. Hato. Gakpo. And it's Simons. It's a good run down the left-hand side. In it comes. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Sweden, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Hato. Xavi Simons. And it's played forward. Bergvall, gently done. Oh, good spread. Kulusevski. Lovely bit of skill. Elects to cross. Carries far too far and out of play. Timber. Marlon. Timber. Now it's Marlon. Marlon's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And reclaimed it in a trice. A chance to play it in. Played out to the right. And here's Reinders. And here's Marlon. And here's Reinders. Simons. And Sweden can break here. And he welcomes it in. Kulusevski. Over to the left. Chance! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Xavi Simons. De Vrij forwards and with intent. Moved on forwards. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Very nicely done. Kulusevski, now here's the delivery. Gakpo. Now it's Memphis Depay. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Gakpo. Played out wide. And here's Xavi Simons. And here's Depay. Memphis Depay! It's a goal! Right back in the game! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
The Netherlands get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Kulusevski. And it's Kulusevski.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's very neat. Nice physical challenge.
Sweden surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, that's nice. Bergvall, great defending, strong and determined. It's run loose here. Isak spread out to the left.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Reinders. Xavi Simons. And it's played forward. Malen. Malen.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Gakpo. Decent progress down the left. Nice interception, well timed.
The Netherlands really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Isak. So who's he picking out? And it's Bergvall. Shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
Bergvall really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Timber can get it clear. Looks across and plays it in.
Sweden clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Memphis Depay. And here's Isak. Elanga. Nice control. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Kulusevski plays it in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Stefan de Vrij. Xavi Simons. Timber. Marlen. The Netherlands could have here their final chance. Oh, he's been flattened there. And that has been cleared.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Hato. Gakpo. Gakpo doing full tilt down the left. And it's Hato. Out to the left it goes.
The Netherlands really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Reinders. Nice looking ball. And it's Hato.
The Netherlands really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And it's played forward. Kulusevski. Good ball, good take.
Sweden really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Xavi Simons providing an outlet on that flank. Memphis Depay. Pato closing in on goal. Simons. That has been knocked clear. Kulusevski shifted upfield.
I thought it was great.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Elanga. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he deliver? Produces a cross. Now it's Gakpo. And it's Hato. And it's hoisted clear. Looking to break at pace. Isak. And it's been played through. And the flag has stayed down. And he thumps it clear. Sweden have reclaimed it. Bergvall. Lindelof. And that's that. The Netherlands played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.